Agriculture marketing in India. This is the topic. What is the market? What is the agriculture market? What is the need to provide this agriculture market to the farmers? How the farmers getting better price to his producers through this marketing system? These issues are discussed in this topic. Marketing is a mechanism which facilitates the goods and services from the point of the production to the ultimate consumption. All the activities related to this process are called market. It's a mechanism. So, facilitate goods and services from the point of production to ultimate consumption. All these activities related to this process called marketing. Similarly, agricultural market is a process by which producers, buyers and consumers of agricultural commodities are bought together. The market brought together the consumers, producers and agricultural commodities. These agricultural commodities produced by the farmers and consumed by the consumers. So these marketing process put together the producers of the agricultural products and consumers of the agricultural produces. National Commission on Agriculture defined agricultural market as a process which starts with the decision to produce a saleable farm commodity and involves all aspects of market structure of the system. For Indian National Commission on Agriculture defined the agricultural market. What is agricultural market? It tells whole process beginning from the producer, what he produced, how he transport and how it reaches the consumers. This all process is called marketing. The process includes both pre and post harvest operations like assembling, grading, storage, transportation and distribution. If a farmer cultivates the land and produces some paddy or anything else, he must assemble the what he produce and he must grading it and he must storage until he get a fair price and he must need a transportation facilities and distribution facilities. If these facilities are available to the farmers, definitely he should get fair price to his produces. For a long period of time, Indian agriculture was mainly in the form of subsistence. The farmers sold only a small part of their produces to pay off rents, debits, etc. So, this is the practice for a long period is going in the Indian agriculture system. The farmers sold only a small part of their produces. That is to pay up their rents, debits. Because the agriculture only meant for their subsistence. Such sales was usually done immediately after harvesting of crops since there was no storage facilities. If the farmers want to sell what he produces, the products, immediately after harvesting crops. There was no storage facilities. What he done? Immediately he sells to the local markets, money lenders, in weekly mandis, in village markets. So these local markets, in these markets, the farmers should not get fair price. He get only low price. This is the problem in India. The farmers are facing. So that's why some of basic needs, basic facilities to agriculture market. You must improve the basic facilities. The following basic facilities are required for farmers to realize remunerative price for their products in the market. If a regulated market, he get good price or fair price to their produces. So the market facilities is very basic facilities to the farmer. Proper facilities for the storage of agricultural produce. You must provide the storage facilities to the agriculture produce. Why? Because the farmer produce surplus production. He wants to sell it, but there is no price. If he sell to the lowest price, he can get only losses. Until he get good price, he must storage his produces. That's why you must provide the proper storage facilities to agriculture produces. This is basic needs to agriculture market, storage facilities. Cheap and adequate transportation facilities to enable the farmers to take their surplus produce to markets. So farmers produce surplus production. He wants to sell a surplus production in the market, but there is no transport facilities. Immediately he sell to the local market. So he's getting low price at the local market or unorganized markets. Because of the regulated markets are very far away to the farmer. There is no proper transport facilities. So we must provide the cheap and adequate transport facilities to farmers. And clear information about the market conditions as well as the ruling prices. So the farmer should know the clear information about market conditions and market prices. What is price today? Is it profitable or not profitable to his product? If you get this information, he can sell when you get a profitable price. So you must provide information to the farmers. The number of intermediaries should be as small as possible to increase returns to the farmers. So in local markets, local mandis, village markets, there are some intermediaries are purchasing the surplus produce from the farmers. They are paying very low rates, low prices to the produce. That's why the farmers are get only low prices. This should be realize what he lost. So these are 4 basic facilities to the agriculture markets. The first one is proper facilities for the storage of agriculture products. Second one is cheap and adequate transport facilities. Third one is clear information about the market conditions and ruling price. And fourth one is the number of intermediaries should be as small as possible to increase returns to the farmers. These needs are very basic facilities to the farmers. But in Indian agriculture market, so many defects. That's why the farmers getting losses. They are selling their produces to very low price. They are cheated by some money lenders or local market agencies. So these are the defects. Due to non-availability of storage facilities, about 10 to 20% of agriculture produces is eaten away by rats and insecticides. This is very big loss to the farmer. Total production by the farmer, 10 to 20% eaten by the rats and other insecticides should lack up the storage facilities, proper storage facilities. This is a big loss to the farmer. This is a big loss to the farmer. And inadequate transport facilities, the farmers is forced to sell the goods to money lenders, commission agents in mandis, and could not get fair prices. These are main defect in Indian agriculture marketing system. Already we told there is no proper transport facilities to farmer to bring their surplus production to regulated markets. That's why the farmers selling their produces in the local markets to the money lenders, to the commission agents, so they could not get fair price from these money lenders, commission agents. That's why the farmer getting very low price to his product. The existence of more number of intermediates between the farmers and the ultimate consumer is the other chronic problem. And in the mandis, the farmers are deceived by the use of wrong weights and measures. They are always cheated by brokers and traders. This is the main defect in Indian agriculture market system. If the farmer wants to sell in local market, he faced so many problems like wrong weights and measures, and they are always cheated by brokers and traders. These problems are in the Indian agriculture marketing system. That's why the farmers are not getting sufficient price or fair price. What he produce, he is getting losses. It shows very uninterest to do agriculture. So the government should take a measure to improve the proper marketing facilities to farmers. So what government taken a measure to improve proper markets to the farmers? First of all, regulated markets. In order to enlighten unhealthy market practices and to protect their interest of the farmers, by ensuring fair price, the government proposed the State Agriculture Production Marketing Act for the establishment of regulated markets. So Government of India protect the interest of farmers. Protect some unhealthy and healthy systems to provide farmers. That's why they facilitate the regulated market to farmers. In 1951, more than 200 regulated markets were established in India. So, to provide a better prices, better marketing price marketing facilities to the farmer, the government established a regulated marketing system. This system eliminated the unhealthy market practices and protect the interest of the farmers by ensuring fair price. In 1951, more than 200 regulated markets were established. At present, 7,246 regulated markets are functioning in the country. Regulated markets aim at the development of market structure too. So these regulated market ensure remunerative price to the producer of agriculture commodities. Definitely it helps to the farmers. It ensure remunerative price to the what he produce agricultural commodities. Narrow down the price spread between the producer and the consumer. So this is the one of the problem. The farmer is getting low price, but consumer is paying more price the same commodity. Here the mediator to the farmer and consumer is getting more profits, but this regulated marketing system narrow down the price spread between the producer and the consumer. Definitely it helps to the consumer and as well as farmers. Farmers get fair price in the regulated markets, and consumer also pay the suitable price to the commodities. So both will benefit. Reduce non-functional margins of the traders and commission agents. So some of the traders or commission agents cheated the farmers. They used wrong measurements, wrong weights, wrong methods they are applying to exploit the farmers. This should be reduced by the regulated marketing. If the farmer sell his products in the regulated market, he can get fair price, and consumers also have goods for a good price, a considerable price. So this is the main benefit to farmers. The second one is grading and standardization. In regulating market system, the government has done much to grade and standardize many agricultural goods under the Agriculture Products Act 1937. The government has set up a grading stations. If there is a non-availability of grading facilities to the farmers, he is getting losses. He is selling his production at a lower price because the stock or the producers are not graded. If we have the gradation, standardization, grading and standardization facilities, definitely he will get the good price. That's why the government established the grading facilities. By the Act 1937, the government has set up a grading stations. The graded goods are stamped with the seal of the Agriculture Market Department, that is AGMARK, and these goods will have wide market and command better prices. When the farmer take his products to AGMARK station, there they gave a grading marks. It shows the product standards. If a good grade product get a AGMARK, it will have a wide market and command price, better price to the farmers. So when we get market, we must observe the AGMARK on the agricultural products. It shows a very standard, and also price also a small rate of high for the from normal products. So the farmer should utilize the grading and standardization of their products. Then other facilities, warehousing facilities. This is also very important marketing facilities to farmer. The prevent of distress sale by the farmers, particularly by a small and marginal farmers. Godowns have been set up in villages and towns. The farmers produce surplus production and he wants to sell for better price, but overproduction and oversupply in the market of the production, price will get very low. At the time, he get losses. So the farmer must waiting for a suitable price or better price. That's why the farmer need a storage facilities. He must store his produces until he get fair price. The storage facilities helps the farmer to get fair price. That's why the government of India established a Central Warehousing Corporation, CWC, in 1957 for the storage of agriculture produces. And also state have set up the State Warehousing Corporation for same purpose. These Central Warehousing Corporation and State Warehousing Corporations facilitate storage facilities to the farmers to keep their productions in it until they get good price, better price to their producers. And one more, institution, that is Food Corporation of India, was also set up at the national level. The Food Corporation of India also provide storage facilities to the farmers. So, Central Warehousing Corporation and State Warehousing Corporations and Food Corporation of India also provide a storage warehousing facilities to farmers. What they produces, it is useful to the farmers to get a better price. Up to June 2013, FCI had a covered storage capacity of 355 lakhs tons capacity. Only FCI covered the storage capacity, these storage capacities, and it is additional to Central Warehousing Corporation capacity and State Warehousing Corporation capacities. These three institutions were helping the farmers to provide warehousing facilities. And fourth major marketing facilities, that is market information. Market information also play important role to get good price to farmers' produces. The price prevailing in market are broadcasted daily by All India Radio. The trends in the market price are received weekly in special programs and talks organized by All India Radio and Doordarshan. Nowadays, All India Radio provides daily report about the market information. Which commodity, agriculture commodity, have a scare, which commodity have a good price. These are all the All India Radio provides the information to the farmers. The farmers must utilize the market information. Then other marketing facility measurements, support price. The government announces minimum support price and procurement price for various agriculture commodities from time to time in a bid to ensure fair returns to farmers. So the farmers can choose what he produce, which crop will suitable to get profits. The government announced the supporting price. With this supporting price, help the farmer to get good price, and he could not get up to this price. Minimum he get this price. The price are fixed in accordance with the recommendations of the Commission for Agriculture and Prices, costs and prices. Who decide the supporting price in Indian agriculture marketing? The Commission of Agriculture, costs and prices can decide the supporting prices and procurement prices which crop will get minimum supporting price, they can decide. Every year, the Commission for Agriculture Costs and Prices announce the minimum prices. Which crop get minimum price? Cotton get these prices, and sugarcane get these prices. The pad price is increasing from this rupees from 100 to 400, like this. So definitely this supporting price help to the farmer to get a good fair price in future. And other measures in the marketing system. These measures also help the farmers to get good marketing facilities. He will definitely beneficial. The first one, improving the physical connectivity, roads and communications. The main infrastructure, road transport facilities and communication facilities. In rural area, farmers are suffering from lack of road facilities. Without road facilities, he cannot transport his products to the market. That's why he is selling at the point of where he produces to the local agents or local markets. If he have a good road facilities or transport facilities to the regulated market, definitely he will get good fair price. So we must provide a road facilities to the farmers. And communications, improving the economic activities like banks and financial institutes. This also helps the farmer. The farmer is suffering lack of credits, especially institutional credits, institutional finance support. He depends on non-institutional finance sources like money lenders, other. So when we facilitate or establish many banks or rural development banks, commercial banks, cooperative societies, they provide a much financial facilities to the farmers. So the government takes steps to provide institutional loans to the farmer. So government established primary cooperative societies and commercial banks. In the the commercial banks must open their branch in the villages, and rural development banks must open their branches in the rural areas. It helps the farmers to take loans in time and low rate of interest. It will benefit to the farmer, definitely. Improving the electronic connectivity like phones, internet, cables, etc. So nowadays, so many electronic gadgets need to farmer to know about the crop, about the prices, about the marketing. So we provide the electronic connectivity to the farmers. It should help the farmer definitely. Restrictions on sales of produce outside the regulated markets. We must restrict it. You should not sell the product to the local market is. It goes to crime. So some restrictions helps the farmers. He never sell his produces to local market by these restrictions imposed by the government. He must sell in only regulated markets. Then you will get good fair price. Reducing the cost of transportation. So we must provide the farmers very cheap transportation. Roads transportation, roads, you must build a roads. That roads connect with the markets and the farmer field. And cheap transportation also helps to the farmer to reduce their costs, production costs. Definitely, he transport to regulated market and he get good prices. When you get a good and cheap transportation are available to the farmer. And encouraging Rait Bazaar. Rait Bazaar system eliminated the intermediaries to farmer and consumer. Farmer sell his products directly to the consumer. Consumer can purchase direct from the farmers. That's why they will both get good margins. If the brokers or intermediaries enter in the market system, farmers getting low price to the products and consumers paying high price to the same products. With this gap, farmers getting low price and consumer paying high price, the same product. The intermediaries are the beneficiaries. To eradicate this exploitation, Rait Bazaars introduced in the Indian regulated market system. In this Rait Bazaars, farmers directly, the farmers can sell directly to the consumers. So he can benefit. And also consumer also benefit in the Rait Bazaars. So already we are in practicing in Telangana, in the countrywide, these Rait Bazaars helping the farmers and as well as consumers. Government also providing transport facilities to the Rait Bazaars from farmers fields to Rait Bazaars In early hours, the vehicle went to the villagers and brought their products to the Raith Bazaars. The farmers selling their products to consumers. Then he returned to his home. Again, they are into their agriculture works. So this concept is very good concept, and it is helps both consumer and farmers. Promoting the use of standard weightage and measures. Already we discussed, most of the farmers are illiterated. They don't know what is the weight, what is the measure. So with this situation, the moneylenders or commission agents are deceiving the farmers by using wrong methods or wrong weights, wrong measurements. They are exploiting the farmers with using wrong methods. So we must promoting the standard weights and measures. These helps to the farmer. Development of warehousing facilities in a village and rural areas. This is also one of the important factor to impact the marketing system. If the farmer have availability of warehousing facilities, he must put his produces in the warehousing until he get fair price. If overproduction, he must put in that warehousing. Otherwise, he get losses by eating rats or insecticides. Proper storage facilities must have. It will benefit to the farmer. So we must develop the warehousing facilities, especially in villages and rural areas. These marketing, pre and post harvesting to the farmer, these facilities help, and these facilities provide good prices, good information, good transports and storage facilities. Definitely the farmer will get a good price to their produces. Automatically the consumer also benefited in this regulated system. So we must provide the regulated market systems to the farmers.